So you want to start sneaker reselling. You want to get pairs like this, and like this. You're in the right place. What's going on, guys? It's Kai here and welcome to another video. Today we are bringing it back to the basics for my beginners out there, and this is how to start sneaker reselling in 2021. Now, sneaker reselling has changed a lot in the past couple months, so I thought I'd do an updated video on how to start sneaker selling yourself, and it's never too late to join. First of all, why should you listen to me? Well, I've been in this game for over a year now. I've personally made thousands from sneaker reselling. I've secured many different pairs over this time, making a lot of money from it as well. Not only that, I've taught hundreds of people, and I've made thousands of pounds for my members inside my cook group. This is a group where I teach you guys how to resell even further, giving you that detailed information that you need, whether that's to do with botting, manual, investment information, slots and ACO for all upcoming releases. Everything you need to know is within my server that I do run for only £15 a month. So I'll drop a link down in the description below for you guys to join. Not to mention the absolute sick group buys we get of private proxy groups, big company bots such as Burst, Flare, and so on. Never mind about that, let's get straight into today's video and let's talk about how you guys, yes you, can start sneaker reselling. So you see all these people online and you just want to learn how to start. Everything seems very complicated when you first start out, however, trust me guys, it's a lot easier than you think. So let's get into it. First of all, you want to start learning the market, whether that's watching YouTube videos like myself or other YouTube videos about upcoming releases and finding out what's good to go for, finding out what tends to resell, just to give you a bit of a gist of the market. Once you've done this, I'll definitely look into getting yourself into a cook group such as my own that I've just mentioned, or some other big groups out there as well. These groups will teach you guys and give you all the information you need and answer the questions that you say you can't find online. They'll also give you guides on what shoes to go for and how to get them as well. Now, let's get into actually getting the shoes. So you've decided what shoes are coming out, what shoes are profitable, how do you get them? Well, if you don't know how sneakers work, well, essentially, what makes a shoe profitable is the demand being more than the supply being made, which creates a resale price. So these shoes are always going to be hard to get, so don't be disheartened if you don't get every pair of shoes, because even I don't get every pair of shoes. The main sites you want to look out for are definitely apps such as Sneakers app. This is Nike's app where they'll drop all the hype pairs of sneakers. The Nike app as well, they'll also drop some shoes such as Dunks and other raffles as well. Now, essentially, if you don't know what a raffle is, these different retailers such as End, such as SNS, such as Size Launches, these will all release the shoes through a raffle. And what do these raffle mean? Well, this means that you can enter it usually for free. If you win the shoe, you'll get a chance to purchase the shoe for the retail price, which is usually between £100 or £140. So you can win raffles and obviously you'll get the shoe for retail and then you can resell it for this resale value. Just beware, some raffles do take prepaid payment. Say a Jordan 1 is releasing and it's £140. Well, essentially, it will take £140 out of your bank account and put it as pending. If you win the release, this will fully get taken out. If you do not win, which most likely will happen when you first start out, they will refund you your money back. So definitely do some research on what raffles to enter. Again, the groups will have all the raffle lists of every single raffle, every single shoe, and whether to go for it or not. So, you know the basics, you start to learn the market, you know what shoes to go for, you start entering and you're just not seeing success. Well, this is normal for when you start out. The way you want to do this is you want to look at ways of scaling your business. What does this mean? Well, this essentially means that you do what you're doing, but you're doing it to a higher scale. So instead of entering one account into these drawers, you'll enter multiple accounts. Instead of only spending £100 on pre-pending raffles, you'll spend £300 on pre-pending raffles. Instead of only going for raffle sites, you're also now picking up slots that people do inside the group. If you know what slots are, essentially botters like myself and others will run slots, which basically means you give us your info and we'll run your slots into the bot. That means if we get you a checkout, it'll go straight to your door and you pay for the shoe and you can obviously sell it for a resale price. We do these in my group, the KaiKicks Apprentice, however some other groups do it as well. Just an interruption, can we smash the like button and smash the subscribe button? We're on the road to getting 4,000 subscribers, so don't forget, click the subscribe down below and drop a comment and see what you think about this video. However, don't just now make 10 accounts and start entering them. It's not as easy as that. These sites will filter you out, so you want to look at some guides and some ways around these sort of methods. For example, if you just put in 10 accounts into a sneakers drawer, all in the same Wi-Fi, all in the same IP address, all in the same address, all in the same card info, you're simply not going to win and you're going to get filtered. What does that mean? Well, that means Nike is basically just taking out your entry from being a valid entry. Okay, so it's been a couple months now, you're in a cook group, you're learning, you've had a first couple cops, but you're not making big money. Well, this moves on to scaling again, but you're looking at other different methods from sneaker reselling. This includes, as I mentioned before, slots and ACO, which is basically the same thing. This includes investing into shoes, okay? So these shoes are rare. You can invest into these even for resale price, hold them for 3 to 6 months, maybe even more sometimes, and hopefully they have gone up in value in this time, and obviously then you can resell them in a future date. This is very good for passive income because as soon as you bought these shoes, you can simply store them away, and it's been 6 months down the line, they might have gone up £20. If you have 10 pairs of these, you've made £200 by doing nothing. Again, you want to be careful with what you invest into and use your groups to help you with this, because such as mine and others, they will give you investment information, what's good to hold and what's not good to hold, and once you get a good gist of the market, you're able to make these calls yourself. Brick flips. So what we've seen in the last couple of months, a lot of shoes have decreased in resale value, so this is where brick flips has come in a lot. Brick flips are essentially low profit margin shoes, however they are a lot easier to secure multiple pairs of them. You don't really tend to sell them on sites like StockX or Go. You tend to sell them locally, such as eBay, Depop, Facebook Marketplace, locally, friends around you. This is where you're going to get the most amount of money. So for example, a pair of Jordan 1 mids that might not seem very profitable on StockX and Go. However, you might be able to pick up 5 to 10 pairs of these. You sell them locally and you're patient, you might be able to make £10 per pair. If you've got 5 pairs, that's a quick £50 made in just one day. So brick flips is definitely a very good way to make a lot of money through shoes. Moving on as well, instead of slots, you can actually start botting yourself. If you're really interested in botting, then why not? You can start it yourself. However, do be careful when you are botting. You can lose a lot of money very quickly if you are not careful. However, you can also make a lot of money in very quick succession whilst botting. If that is something you want to get into, then definitely get yourself into a group, because botting always changes by the day, so you want as much advice as possible, and you can end up spending a lot of money just on running costs as well if you are not careful. So I've mentioned some methods there. So the way you're going to earn the most amount of money through sneaker reselling is doing all of these methods. All of these methods at the same time, whilst growing yourself a social media such as Instagram, Facebook, grow your company and grow your business. Whatever you buy, whatever you sell is all going towards your company and business. Think of this, over time when you're getting in stock and you're selling stock, this is growing your business. This will help you in the future because you'll be able to sell your shoes for more profit if you've got good reviews. You'll also get the likes of other people coming to you wanting shoes straight away, saying, can you get me this pair of shoes? You can simply just source them, which essentially means I have a couple of customers that come to me, I want this shoe. Well, if I don't have this shoe in my stock, I will then get them a quote for how much it costs me to get the shoe, and I'll make usually about £15 to £30 from doing this. So I get a couple of people who come in, I want this shoe, and I'll be like, okay, so I do not have this shoe, however I can source it to you for this price. For example, I'll charge them £150 and it costs me about £125 to get them, and then I'll make a quick £25 for basically being a middleman and getting them shoes. Not to forget, when you do grow yourself a social media, it does open up a many different doors, such as promotions through Instagram and others. You can make a lot of money doing this. So overall, when you got the basics, the key to making a lot of money through sneaker reselling is just scaling what you're doing and going into different methods as well. With sneaker reselling, you can also look into things such as random resale, which tends to be electronics, basically anything you can flip and make money. I knew people who made a ton and a killing of barbecues. I know people who made a lot of PS5s, of graphics cards and so on. These are all things you can make money on. It's essentially knowing your work and learning along the way. I've been doing this for about over a year now, and I've been loving every single minute of it, and it's one of them things that you do see gradual progression going. So you may start off quite low, but gradual progression, you'll see the progress you've made and you'll see the success come along with it. I was happy to get one shoe a week when I first started. Now I'm getting shoes in every single day and I'm selling new shoes every single day. What's so good about this? Well, I can still do this whilst I'm having a full-time job as well, which is the beauty of sneaker reselling. It doesn't require much time to enter raffles, doesn't require much time to really bot, it doesn't require much time to sell these shoes. It's a great side hustle for you to start doing. So what's your excuse? Get started on reselling, get yourself into a cook group. Again, if you'd like to join mine, top link down in the description below. But what is stopping you from starting sneaker reselling? Especially if you're young, this will teach you so many different things when you become a bit older. I started when I was around 17 years old, and I'm not joking, the amount of things I've learned just about business in general as well is absolutely insane. It's also opened up many doors, such as my YouTube, such as my cook group that I'm running. Honestly, I cannot say a bad thing about sneaker reselling. It's changed my life and I couldn't recommend it enough to anyone. It's literally zero risk at all. You buy a pair of shoes, okay, maybe you can't resell them and you're struggling to sell them, you're scared of losing money. Maybe you can just return the shoes back to the retailer and get all of your money back. There's no risk at all when you're doing this, and that is the beauty of this. So we've gone through all the points I wanted to about how to start sneaker reselling, and I really do hope this helped you all out. I'll leave a top link down in the description below to join my cook group if you are interested in this. I've already explained what we do in there. We're here to help you. We're here to make thousands, just like all the other members in my group. Apart from that, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.